All right, let's take a look at the clouds and the radar. It's been a mostly clear day today, so some sunshine actually, of course, always kind of helps elevate everybody's spirits. If it gets a little vitamin D in our system, and it kind of brightens our eyes a little bit. But there's snow on the ground, and so because of that, it was unable to really warm up somewhat. And I'm also watching some little waves come through the atmosphere, and the atmosphere really is a lot like an ocean. And so it has little waves and little ripples that go through, and when these waves pass through, that's when you get the possibility of in this case, a little snow flurry or two. Now, down to about 12 degrees for the overnight low tonight, 11 in Lafayette, 12 in Champaign. For the daytime high tomorrow, we just might crack through that freezing mark with a high of 33. Now, the solar radiation today, the sun's rays, if you were able to get out into some areas, if there was some ice and the sun was shining down, the ice was able to melt a little bit because that's the way the sun's rays work. And so we did get a little melting going on today, but not a whole lot. It certainly didn't warm things up. It's 32 degrees, and that's the high for the day here in Terre Haute. Robinson 35 degrees, Paris 32, Mattoon 30, and only 32 degrees in Vincennes 30. And as I mentioned, this is Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday, Pancake Tuesday, and as I mentioned earlier, the last time I checked, and that was a little bit earlier today, last time I checked it was 35 degrees in New Orleans. So they're off to a chilly start for the big celebration down there. A south breeze at 5 miles per hour, southeast at 5 in Vincennes, southeast in Mattoon at 9 miles per hour. Wind chill is 27, Paris is 32. So here's what I'm watching with the Storm Team 10 Futurecast. See this? This is through the overnight hours, just the possibility of a few little light snow flurries. This is 6 o'clock in the morning. Meteorologist Lindsay Monroe will be here tomorrow morning, and she most likely also will include at least a few stray snow flurries in her forecast throughout the course of the day tomorrow as these little ripples go through the atmosphere. And I think that'll last through probably into the early evening hours tomorrow night. And then we'll have a cloudy sky tomorrow night. And then we get into Thursday and we start to warm things up a little bit. And as we get toward the weekend, we warm up a little bit. But then we add a little more moisture to the air, and then the possibility of rain as we get into about Saturday. So partly cloudy, maybe a late flurry tonight, an overnight low of 12. And then partly, and that's refreshing in itself. At least it's not going to be in the single digits. So partly sunny, a few flurries, a high tomorrow of 33 degrees, and then mostly cloudy, a chance of flurries tomorrow night, an overnight low of 19 degrees. Thursday 34, Friday 45 degrees, average high is 49. Saturday a chance of rain and a high of 42. That'll kind of wash some of this snow away. And then on Monday 51 degrees, but a chance of rain on Tuesday with a high of 46.